make it a better place. It'll take creation, magic.
Hi everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings. Thank you guys for coming by and checking out my video today. We're going to be talking about Paper Pumpkin. I already have it opened and I have some things out here and we're going to chat about it. In this kit you get these things which look really weird, right? Like what are they? But I'm going to show you what they are. You get this stamp set, which one of my favorite stamp sets so far, just because I like the saying, just a little bling for you. I'm going to show you what I did with that. A lot of the times I love the stamp set, even if I'm not crazy about the kit. This is a kit that I do like, but for a specific reason that I'll go into. So you get the stamp set, you get all of these items right here. You get a bunch of twine. The Stampin' Spot this month is Emerald Envy, which is really nice. It's a new in color, so it's nice to get this as a Stampin' Spot. And will round out your collection. It's a great green, and you'll be able to use this green at Christmas time. It's a great color for Christmas, and I have seen the holiday catalog, and we feature this color quite a bit in the holiday product, so that's going to be nice. If you decide to get any other product, you're already going to have a stamp pad that goes nicely with some other things, which I love. Okay, so in this kit, it is these really weird items, and they make these really cute boxes. So they make these like diamond shaped boxes, and this one is not completely I haven't taken the adhesive off these two pieces because I want to fill them with something. So they make these like diamond shaped boxes. So let me show you how these go together really quick. They were much quicker than I thought. So they're already scored. Okay, so all you're going to do is just start bending the triangles. So you see how they're just bending because they're already scored. And they already have adhesive on them, which makes it super easy. You don't even have to worry about not having a strong enough adhesive. They're already going to be on there. So once everything is scored, they're going to come together really easy. So let's zoom in a little bit, just so you can see this part, and then I'm going to show you what I did. I used this kit a little bit differently than it's meant to be used, which I usually do. So you see I just peeled off that adhesive, and then you put it together like this, okay? So then the next one will go like this. I just use a little X-Acto knife, and it just pops right together. They go together really easily, and they're really sturdy. Like the way the boxes are scored and everything, they just slip right together. Like they're meant to go this way, which is really nice. I don't like putting boxes together that it's hard to figure out, like, how does this box go together, or why aren't the sides going together? So what I did is, I left this. Okay, so I accidentally took the adhesive strip off that. Let's put it back so we don't ruin the adhesive. Okay, so now I'm going to leave this open like this so I can fill it with candy or treats. And what I'm going to do is, as soon as I can get refill kits for this, I'm going to buy several refill kits, and then this is what I'm going to use for the treats for the kids' one of the kids' classes. So you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 8. So that's not enough to do like an entire class if you're using them for like kids treats, but you can get the refill kits. So I'll pick up 3 or 4 of the refill kits and then have these cute little boxes as their back to school treat, and that will be perfect. So there's holes in the top here, so when you put this together, once you get your little treats in there, close that. And then there's these little holes, and that's going to allow you to use the twine and then put a tag on it. So you get these cute little tags like this, you can see, and you attach the tag. Now for the original project, they have these tassels, so you can see that they've taken the twine. That's why you get so much, and you make tassels. I'm horrible at making these tassels. It's annoying to me to like have to go through all the trouble to do this, so I won't make the tassels. But over on my coordinating blog post, you can get to clicking right here or down in the YouTube description, you will find the video from Stampin' Up, and it will show you how to put everything together exactly how it shows you here. So that's always nice. But let me show you what I decided to do with it. So I will keep these and I'll use these. These will be great for the beginning of school. And I'll use the stamp set that says that. But then look what I did. So this, I took a package of these. Well, they're sort of like this. It's just our in color one. These are our in colors. So you can get these in our catalog. They are enamel dots, and you can get them for each of our color family. So you get 10 of these sheets, one in each color. So this is Pumpkin Pie, this is Bermuda Bay, Pacific Point, Old Olive. You get the point. You get all of these in a package. It's $9. So this may not be something that everybody can do. I'm doing this for my team, for my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, for my club members. I thought it would be really fun to do something like this. You could do this for school treats if you wanted, maybe not with these enamel dots, but you could do something else inside the bag. So what I did is I got a package of these and then I put one of the sheets in a little clear bag. I used some washi tape at the top of that clear bag. Then I cut these tags. So instead of them being like this, because this is how they come in the kit, to where you can open them up, write a little note. You know, that's what I'm going to attach to these. Like this, so it'll be a nice little treat. It'll have some candy in it, and then it'll have this attached. Now, the other idea for this is if you don't have kids in school, not everybody has kids in school, and not everybody does treats all the time for their class. The other thing that you could do is you could make these up and you could just do it use them as a random act of kindness. If you go to the bank, if you go to the post office, you know, the grocery store you always go to, you could just take a few of these around and give them to those places. You know, I go to the same lady at the bank all the time. Same lady at the post office always helps me. It's nice to just have some of these sometimes, just to brighten somebody's day. They're little, you wouldn't have to, there's not much that you have to fill it with, just a little bit of chocolate. One bag of like Hershey Kisses would probably fill all of these. And then you can just, if you don't want to write anything in it, you could always cut the tag like I did for these, because these are cut. And then you could just attach that to your little treat, and then easy peasy, right? For these, I will take some of the twine, I'll punch a hole in the little bag, and then I will tie a bow or tie a little, you know, little thing on the treat bag here, and then I'm going to send these out to customers as customer thank yous, Paper Pumpkin thank yous. I just thought it would be super fun, and it's a cute little treat, like when you open up a card and you have this little treat tucked in. I thought it was so super cute. So that is what I'm using. Okay guys, really quick, I thought I would just pop back on here and show you an idea for a card. I've just been thinking about it. I thought about it overnight, and this is what I came up with. So I had been thinking about this paper, which is from the Affectionately Yours Designer Series paper, and it has this copper in it. And these little squares have copper, the dots in them are copper foil. So I thought that this would work really well together. So I'm going to put a card together, but I also wanted to mention, if you take these and you fold them, you know, go ahead and do all your folding and whatnot. One size of the treat boxes are bigger than the other size, but the other thing that you could do is you could make another template by just tracing this, and then you could make this treat box in other colors. You could make it in just plain cardstock, you could use designer paper by just taking this and tracing it, and then you would have a template. So if you needed more but you didn't want to order like a refill kit, that's a great option. So let's get started making this card. So I just have a thick Whisper White piece of cardstock, and it's just cut at 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then we have the designer paper, and that's just cut at 4 1/4 by 5.5. So it's going to be the whole base of the card. So we'll just put that on there. And I love the copper in this paper, the copper foiling, so I thought that it would work really well. I didn't quite get that on there perfectly straight, but I can fix that. So then I did already emboss this piece just because I didn't want to take time on camera to go ahead and emboss it, but I used our new copper embossing powder, which is really beautiful, and then I just used one of those images in the or the sentiments in the stamp set. So this I took a 1/2 inch off, and we're going to put this right in the middle of the card so that we have a nice border of the designer paper with that copper foiling that is really beautiful. So just line that up right in the middle, and then you can see that's embossed, and you still get that foiling, okay? So then what I've done is I have taken some of these squares and I've triangles, and I've cut them up. So I think I'm gonna want 5 of them. And you just have to trim all the way around because they have those tabs. And then I didn't want to use the one that had the hole in it for the twine, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to position these. And I'm going to show you the design that I want to do, and then I'll take a little bit more time to position them. And I could even pop these up on dimensionals if I wanted. So I want a little bit at the top hanging off the white piece and a little bit on the bottom. So it's going to look something like this. So let me go ahead and put this down. It's going to take me a minute to like line it up. I want to get right over my card to line it up nice and straight. So as soon as I get the adhesive down on here, I'll come back and I'll show you the wow factor for this card. Okay guys, so the next thing that I did is I took these 2 dies. Now these are from the Heart Thinlit die that was in the Occasions catalog back last year, and they have these really cute 2 little flower dies. One is a large one and one is a small one, and they're super pretty. So what I did is I cut a bunch of those out. I've just put them on glue dots, and then let me show you what I'm gonna do. On this part, you can see that I lined this up, but I left a little bit of space in between each one so that you can tell that it's individual pieces kind of put down there together. So now I'm just gonna use my X-Acto knife, and I'm gonna pick these up off of the glue dots, and what I wanna do is place the I think maybe this one could go right here. Okay, so then the other thing that I can do is I always do this with these flowers. I just cannot not do it, I guess, is I love to add the rhinestones right into the middle of these flowers. I feel like it, but there you go. So that is another option for making a card out of your treat boxes if you don't like the boxes. So in case you just have no use for them and you're like, I really don't want to make these cute treat boxes, then you can always make cards with them. Just cut that up and use that as designer paper. The other stamps that come in this are these little jewels, and I had an idea to do a little bit of a background for a card. I'm still playing around with that with the color combo. I was using Mint Macaroon and then the Emerald Envy, and then I thought I needed another color to go in between these. I just haven't figured out which color yet. You get a total of, there's 4, 5, 6 different jewels on here, which will be fun to play with. You get all the different sentiments. This one I love. Have a brilliant birthday. It's your day to sparkle. You're so fancy. And then just a little bling for you. And I love those. And then this one says way to shine. So I love these sentiments because they're a little bit different than what I have. And of course, my favorite with the brush lettering with a regular font makes it really pretty. And then also, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, checking out my little project that I did. I know it was a little bit different than I usually do, but this kit is too perfect, and I had these sitting out on my desk anyways to do something decorative with, so it just worked out really perfect for me, which is why I love Paper Pumpkin. If you would like to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you can do so down in the YouTube description or over on my coordinating blog post by just clicking up in that corner. The kit is $20 a month. It comes in this really super cute box that I reuse all of the time. There's tons of these in my drawers for scrapbook organization. But you can subscribe, $20 a month. That includes shipping. You always get a super cute stamp set and an ink spot, which makes it worth it to me every single month to get that. And then there's always a fun project. I also have an exclusive Facebook group where you can join, and then I share tons of different ideas on how to use your kit. There's a photo album for each month that you can browse through and find different ideas. And then we all love sharing with each other, which is so fun. I send out a handmade thank you card every month, and then sometimes I send out a little goodie like one of these randomly, so that is fun. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and make sure you come back on Friday. I will have my Project Life Family Album update for you guys up on Friday with photos. So thank you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, checking out my video. I hope you enjoyed seeing that card that I created. It was a last minute card. I just had thought about the kit overnight. I couldn't stop thinking about it and needed to make a card with it. I have 2 other videos here for you guys. The first one is last month's Paper Pumpkin, the June 2016 Paper Pumpkin kit. I made a butterfly shaker card with that one. And then the next video is the month before that, the Paper Pumpkin kit. And I really enjoyed that one as well. I used some of that specialty orange paper to punch out stars, and I loved being able to create those cards. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll be back next week to share more projects with you, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.